This is B48 to Greenpoint-Meeker Avenue. This stop is Lincoln Road and Ocean Avenue. Next stop, Empire Boulevard and Flatbush Avenue. This stop is Empire Boulevard and Flatbush Avenue. Next stop, Washington Avenue and Sullivan Place. This stop is Washington Avenue and Sullivan Place. Next stop, Washington Avenue and Montgomery Street. This stop is Washington Avenue and Montgomery Street. Next stop, Classon Avenue and President Street. This stop is Classon Avenue and President Street. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Eastern Parkway. Transfers available to the 2, 3, 4, 5 and S trains. This stop is Classon Avenue and Eastern Parkway. Next stop, Classon Avenue and St. John's Place. Transfer available to B45. This stop is Classon Avenue and St. John's Place. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Sterling Place. Transfer available to B45. This stop is Classon Avenue and Sterling Place. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Prospect Place. This stop is Classon Avenue and Prospect Place. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Bergen Street. Transfer available to B65. This stop is Classon Avenue and Bergen Street. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. This stop is Classon Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Fulton Street. Transfers available to the C train and B25. This stop is Classon Avenue and Fulton Street. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Putnam Avenue. Transfer available to B26. This stop is Classon Avenue and Putnam Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Gates Avenue. Transfer available to B52. This stop is Classon Avenue and Gates Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Green Avenue. Transfer available to B52. This stop is Classon Avenue and Green Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Lafayette Avenue. Transfers available to the G train, B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Classon Avenue and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and DeKalb Avenue. Transfers available to B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Classon Avenue and DeKalb Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Willoughby Avenue. This stop is Classon Avenue and Willoughby Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Myrtle Avenue. Transfer available to B54. This stop is Classon Avenue and Myrtle Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Park Avenue. This stop is Classon Avenue and Park Avenue. Next stop, Classon Avenue and Flushing Avenue. Transfers available to B57 and B62. This stop is Classon Avenue and Flushing Avenue. Next stop, Wallabout Street and Franklin Avenue. This stop is Wallabout Street and Franklin Avenue. Next stop, Lynch Street and Bedford Avenue. Transfers available to B44, B44 SBS and B57. This stop is Lynch Street and Bedford Avenue. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Lee Avenue. Transfers available to B44, B44 SBS and B57. This stop is Lorimer Street and Lee Avenue. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Marcy Avenue. This stop is Lorimer Street and Marcy Avenue. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Harrison Avenue. This stop is Lorimer Street and Harrison Avenue. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Broadway. Transfers available to the J&M trains in B46. This stop is Lorimer Street and Broadway. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Borum Street. Transfer available to B60. This stop is Lorimer Street and Borum Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Messerle Street. Transfer available to B60. This stop is Lorimer Street and Messerle Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Stagg Street. This stop is Lorimer Street and Stagg Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Grand Street. Transfers available to Q59 and Q54. This stop is Lorimer Street and Grand Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Powers Street. This stop is Lorimer Street and Powers Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and DeVoe Street. Transfers available to the G&L trains in B24. This stop is Lorimer Street and DeVoe Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Concelia Street. This stop is Lorimer Street and Concelia Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Jackson Street. This stop is Lorimer Street and Jackson Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Frost Street. This stop is Lorimer Street and Frost Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Bayard Street. This stop is Lorimer Street and Bayard Street. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Driggs Avenue. This stop is Lorimer Street and Driggs Avenue. Next stop, Lorimer Street and Nassau Avenue. This stop is Lorimer Street and Nassau Avenue. Next stop, Nassau Avenue and Manhattan Avenue. Transfers available to the G train, B43 and B62. This stop is Nassau Avenue and Manhattan Avenue. Next stop, Nassau Avenue and McGinnis Boulevard. This stop is Nassau Avenue and McGinnis Boulevard. Next stop, Nassau Avenue and Humboldt Street. This stop is Nassau Avenue and Humboldt Street. Next stop, Nassau Avenue and Monitor Street. This stop is Nassau Avenue and Monitor Street. Next stop, Nassau Avenue and Morgan Street. This stop is Nassau Avenue and Morgan Street. Next stop, Nassau Avenue and Van Dam Street. This stop is Nassau Avenue and Van Dam Street. Next stop, Meeker Avenue and Stewart Avenue. This stop is Meeker Avenue and Stewart Avenue. This is B48 to Greenpoint-Meeker Avenue.